Deck the Hallmark.
Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark Wedding Veil movies.
Didn't think you were ever going to finish that.
Yeah.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark Wedding Veil movies.
I'm Dan, and boy, do I despise Wedding Veil movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Veil
Edition.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Brad.
Hi, Bran.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
I am on this side of the studio
That's
now,
right.
and so I talk like this, a little bit higher.
It's a little, leprechaun-esque.
A little leprechaun.
Air's a little lighter over there. Huh?
Yes,
little
top
bit.
of the morning.
Top
the
of the morning.
blinds.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you missed
that's
yesterday's episode of Deck the Hallmark, you missed me being on the other side
That's right.
of the studio now on the philo.tv/DTH.
Yeah.
Lots of reasons to get Philo. I
Tune
think
in
at
to
the
see what all the hubbub's about
top
with
of the
this
list
big seat switch.
is to see why is the internet, why we broke the
That's
internet.
right. We're trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hashtag seat switch.
Yeah, seat switch gates.
The people in the chat at BramblejamPlus.com are actually worried.
Are they not happy?
No. It just feels like I'm watching a mirrored picture, says
Yeah.
Ernie Delisante.
All the words are
The words are correct.
That's right. The
but
words are correct.
The reason being here, folks, is it's just how it worked out. We're in our
studio.
new space. We're in our new space at
right.
135
Wait a
Edinburgh
second.
Court.
Suite
Suite 102.
02.
I bet you remember how Panda could never remember our address?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I bet you Brian already has it.
You already have it down?
Did you say 312?
No, come on.
Edinburgh Court, Suite 102.
What are we going with,
325?
135.
135.
Are we doing
135.
Are we doing Edinburgh?
135.
Or are we doing
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh? In Edinburgh?
You can do that.
What?
Edinburgh.
Nobody will send you anything, but you
No.
can do that.
110. What is it?
135.
135 Edinburgh.
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 Suite 102.
Through Suite 102. Yeah.
That's right.
Still the same zippy though, right?
Still same zippy.
29607.
That's right. Got to keep
That's
it in
right.
the family.
That's exactly right. Well, as we moved right up the street, and we
Families stay in
are
the same zip code.
Yes.
guys. But
Family zip code together.
Erin is in the room now.
Erin
We can
is
see her.
right.
Hi to
Hi,
Erin. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If enough people riot, maybe we'll have to switch back. But I don't know. Like
You are rooting for that.
I feel good. I feel like we're good. We're comfy here. I'm comfy. We're good to go.
Are you nice and cool, too?
So cool.
Yeah, it's very
The
comfortable.
ventilation's real good on this side of the room.
I'm wearing my. I'm wearing it. I might have to take this off at some point.
Yeah.
Guys. So I was watching football.
Oh, that's still going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
The playoffs.
Playoffs, believe it or not.
The Chiefs won.
They did.
The Eagles won. The
Niners won.
won.
The Bengals
and
won.
The Bengals. The Bengals.
Joe Burrow.
Thank you for bringing up Joe Burrow.
You're welcome.
Because me and Joey B go
Yeah.
way back.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
We used to hang out together.
My
on a
weekend was
regular-
fine, Bran.
It's not even what I was going
Not even close.
Okay.
of all.
Go ahead. What were you
Me
going to
and
say?
me and Joey B go
Yeah.
way back. And
Knowledge.
when I was talking to him, he asked me a question that I wanted to pass along to you guys, which is, what are you doing Thursday night?
Oh, boy. There's
Didn't
only
see
one
that
place
What are
to
you
be.
doing Thursday night, Dan?
Do you know why the NFL did all the playoff games on the weekend? They wanted to stay out of the way of that
Stay
Deckies
out of the way.
traffic.
Sweet, sweet Deckies.
That's right. The Deckies this Thursday, 9
are
p.m.
coming.
Eastern, 6 Pacific. Your boy's going to be all dressed up right here
What's
presenting
gonna win
the awards.
What's gonna win movie of the year?
I gotta be
Who's
honest.
gonna win Rookie of the year?
lot of
Who's
chatter.
gonna get the smolder?
There's a lot of chatter.
A lot of chatter. People are going to already accusing us. If certain movies don't win, we're going to be really mad. Listen, we didn't vote.
Hands off
Yeah.
altogether.
Didn't cast a vote. We are purely the hosts.
I'm still not
of
even
the
entirely
Deckies.
in the know of who's nominated.
That's
So
right.
It's all still news to me.
We'll host it and we'll
Yep.
announce the winners and have some fun videos along the way and be joined by people. But we don't know. We don't know anything. We don't know.
Who does?
We didn't vote. We didn't vote on any of this stuff. We're just here to tell you who won.
That's exactly
it.
right. That's exactly right. But shout out to the Double Deckers, the
All the
folks who have
double-deck.
signed up at BrainwellChamPlus.com, who are given the ability to nominate all throughout the year. And a vote over the past month or so. It's been
vote.
But a lot of fun. But we've been talking about next year how we might do a little NAMI show
that'd be
and
fun.
do a lot
Sounds
of
like
things
fun.
to try to create the buzz. There was a lot of buzz though. We did that sick drop last Thursday, a week out here on the NAMIs. Lots of chatter. Lots
was a
of
sick drop.
Sick
Lots
drop
of
the
really
Namis.
sick drops.
Sick drop the
drops.
Namis.
I did see them live. They were
course you did.
fantastic.
Yeah. And there are lots of buzz. Lots
Yeah.
of some people happy, some people sad, some people
right.
angry, some people accusatory.
I know that
The
I know that
tone.
3 Wise Men and a Baby has a dozen nominees. I don't know how many. They have a bunch. And I get the feeling in any category where they don't win, we're going to get pushback.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
We're going to
They're
get
wrong,
some
but-
pushback. But they might win all the categories that they're in.
They could.
So, you know,
Between-
we
Sweet.
won't know until we open the envelope
we won't go until we get some.
and get that glittery paper. We still got that glittery paper?
I don't think so.
hope There's no
we might
glitter.
need to get new glittery paper, Dan.
What are you looking at me for? I don't get to.
Hey, we gotta
glittery
get, we gotta
paper,
get glittery.
Aaron,
We
thank
gotta
you.
get envelopes and glittery paper for the NAMIs.
for the
all the
winners.
The winners.
not the nomies.
That's right. Right. But you put the winner. Yeah.
We can talk about that later.
We should actually,
Guys,
Not here.
what if I told you a new Wedding Veil movie is here?
Oh, baby.
Don't
the
tease
Wedding.
me with a good time.
The Wedding. Thank you for saying
The
the correct.
6th in the series.
Yes.
Don't teach me.
Last of the year.
Please,
This year?
dear Lord, make it the last of the year and the last
Christmas,
forever.
Christmas time's coming.
After this one, Dan has never been more happy to go to Glacier Park.
Dude, bring on some Glacier, a Big Johnson Glacier National Park movie with avalanche predictors. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It is exciting.
Yeah, it
Is a
is.
severe weather warning or no on that one?
Not the kind
No.
you think.
Yeah, that's right. It is a severe weather warning, but Corey Sevier is not in the movie.
He was in the first.
first.
That's right.
He's
First Big
bookending
Johnson.
the.
This is Ashley
January.
Newborough or Newberg.
No, Ashley Newborough.
Okay, so that's Newborough.
It's Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Newborough.
Edinburgh.
No, 135 Edinburgh.
Newberg.
That's not what I'm
Ashley
hearing.
Newborough.
I'll let Ashley know that we've been saying her name wrong all this time.
I've never said Newberg.
I'm just saying the rules still apply. The G's a tricky mistress. And by that,
Is it Newberg?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's the same thing.
No, it's not. Hers has an or. Other letters matter, Brian.
That's not what I've been told
Hashtag that. For
my
sure.
whole life.
All letters matter.
I mean, you just looked at the RGH and you're like, I got this.
Yeah.
Get out of my way. I've done this before. Pittsburgh,
butchered this
Edinburgh,
before.
Newburgh, all the herbs.
Edinburgh. Edinburgh. 135 Edinburgh, Suite 102.
Yeah, you got it.
The Wedding Veil, The Journey. I'm sorry,
I think
Wedding
it's
Veil Journey.
Journey.
I
No
don't think
colon.
there's a colon.
Just Wedding Veil Journey?
Yes.
Yeah, I hate
The
to break it
Wedding
to you.
Veil
There's,
Journey.
there's nary a colon to be found in this whole series.
Yep. That's a fact. Print it.
January 21st, 2023 on the Hallmark channel, which you can watch on Follow. If you want to.
Colon-free movie.
Colon free movie. And it went a little something like
Clear.
this. Tracy and Nick. That's Allison Sweeney, Vigster.
Don't do it.
Edinburgh.
We get it.
The Vigster. I'm just keeping
mixed
people
up.
up. I know there's a lot to handle here. They are busy. And you might be asking yourself, Bran, how do you know that? How could you possibly know that they're busy? And you know right away they're busy. They're like two ships in the night. They're working. They're missing each other. They're constantly communicating in the most streamlined manner possible. Sticky notes of all shapes and sizes. They talk about how they finally need to take their honeymoon, and so they decide to go for it in the most streamlined way possible by spinning a globe and hoping for the best. They end up in Greece.
They do.
Yeah.
Lucky them.
Lucky them.
Lucky them.
Could have been anywhere on that globe.
Could have been Brazil,
That's right.
Could have
Could have been
been.
Japan.
but it wasn't.
Could have been. Rick, how are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm great. How about you?
Where, if you could go anywhere, I haven't heard from you in a couple weeks, by the way.
I know you're just kind of freezing me out. We get the new studio. You think you're too big for
I'm
your
not
britches.
freezing you. I'm
You
not
think you're
freezing
too
you
big
out.
for your britches.
I'm not freezing you
You're
out.
a big britched boy.
I'm not freezing you out. If
You're
you
freezing
could,
me out. It's cold over here.
if you could go,
Brr.
if you could go,
Edinburgh.
if you could go anywhere, Wrigley,
Yeah,
where would you go?
Toledo.
Ohio?
Yeah. No, you don't have another Toledo? Fancy pants?
No, I
Toledo,
don't.
Japan?
Yeah.
Toledo,
What's in
Singapore?
Toledo,
Well,
Ohio?
that's actually where the Fitzy's bar originated. We're actually the second location, if you can believe it.
Toledo. There's a Fitzy in Toledo.
Yeah, it's actually Fitzgerald's. That's his dad.
Is there any?
Who's
really?
that?
Fitzy's dad. Keep up, Brian.
Fitzy's dad is named Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Fitzgerald had a son and named him Fitzy?
Their last names are Fitzgerald.
Just a nickname.
The first guy made his bar Fitzgerald. His son goes by Fitzy.
What's Fitzy's dad's first name?
Dan.
Dan.
Dan Fitzgerald.
What's Fitzy's first
I know
name?
a Dan Fitzgerald, actually. I wonder if it's the same guy.
Oh, it was good. Drop in, Brian.
What's Fitzy's
Keep
first
talking. You're doing awesome.
What's Fitzy's first name?
Daryl.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Is there literally any other reason? Is there anything else in Toledo aside
Oh, they
from
make the best
Fitzgerald?
drinks.
Anything else?
That's it.
Now, what is
You ever been there?
I've been there numerous times.
You ever leave anything?
Never, not once.
in Toledo?
No, not in Toledo. No.
I would never leave anything in Toledo.
So they go
They
to
make a marshmallow daiquiri at the Fitzgerald's. It's really good.
It's
All right,
Fitzy's?
all right.
Marshmallow fluff.
Hey, Aaron, if you can mute.
Where do you get
mute
the marshmallow?
Marshmallow fluff.
Where do you
marshmallow
In the drink.
fluff?
In the drink. Yep, you mix it on in there.
Keep it on a shelf?
We
Or
have 3 different alcohols.
Are
pour
you
it-
coming to the Deckies?
Oh, you know I'll be here.
Hey, we are
There's
actually putting together a custom
A,
drink
a
menu.
custom drink. Aaron, how's that drink menu coming along? Okay, fine. Gotta
Fine
find.
tune the drink
What does that
menu.
mean?
Does
Does that mean it's
Get your
going well
toolbox.
or not
Have you
good?
started, Aaron, or have you not started?
I just have too many ideas right now.
You're just going
So-
through ideas. You
What-
know it's the
just-
week of. We're
just
2
yes-
days away.
Just yes or no, have you started?
Started, yes.
Okay, that's all I
Finished,
needed.
no.
That's all I needed.
Do we have a name, like a drink name, a fancy drink name?
There will be a drink named for everybody.
Wow.
For everybody.
Oh
In the
my
world?
No,
Goodness.
The Brand, the Brian, the Dan,
Wow.
the Rick.
Just the 3 of us, I
I'm
would assume.
hesitant on.
Rick's not going to like
that's
I
that.
would
fair.
start with tequila and marshmallow fluff if I was you.
Thanks, Rick.
That was you. You know what the secret ingredient is to the
What's
marshmallow daiquiri?
Love?
My pants.
Finally.
They get to Greece. They show up to their hotel late by a day. Apparently, their plane was delayed. And do we get any fun, zany, our plane is late airport fun?
No.
No, we're just
Be
told.
too easy.
They are delayed. They show up the next day to the hotel. They say, "Do you have anything available?" Apparently, their plan was to do
Wing
a
it.
night,
Swing it.
to do one night at this hotel, and then just see where things go from there. And that was gonna bite them in the booty. What if they showed up to this hotel and they loved it? What the bad news is they are completely sold out. Nary a vacant room in sight. So this woman is listening and she's like, "Hey, come over here. What if I told you there's another hotel that no one really knows about?
Listen, we're from New York.
And you can't,
You're not going to trick us.
and you can't take a car to get there.
Not
Gotta
on your
get up
life.
earlier in the morning to fool us.
Hey, I'll take you there."
Oh, then
Wait
we're
a
in.
second.
We're in.
So they get on donkey.
This is, in this version, Victor married Victor.
yeah.
I'm sorry. In case in your playbill, just note
Which
Allison Sweeney is
Can you
Would
blame-
watch.
Can you blame
also
him?
being played.
would watch.
Also being played by Victor Webster.
So versatile.
Anyway, so they show up to this new hotel
Versatile Vic.
via
they call him.
donkey, and things are going. They don't really know how to vacation. Like Victor wakes up in the middle of the night and starts cooking, which you can't do
Oh.
if you're a chef and you say you're not going to work, because that means you can't cook the entire trip. And so there's lots of trying to figure things out. How do we vacation? There's also a fella. His name's Leo. You know about Leo?
Leo.
Leo.
Yes.
Leo.
It's not Leonardo.
It's Leo.
Princess Leia.
No.
It's not. No.
Leomedes? Is that what it is? Something Greek.
And he's this kid. He just kind of shows
He's a
up.
famous Greek runner.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
In history.
I get that.
He shows up. He's drawing pictures. He's like, yeah, that'll be 5, please.
But there was also a famous painter.
Leonardo da Vinci.
So there's another. Sorry, Brandon.
Not Greek at all.
No, but the name.
They all run together
Leonardo
at that point,
DiCaprio.
though, right?
Yes.
It's over there near Japan.
You could have told me Leonardo da Vinci was
Greek.
and I.
Well, of course I could have, Bran.
But he didn't.
You think everything with URG is pronounced the exact same?
All I'm saying it. No. There's nuance there. That's what I'm trying to say. You have for some reason automatically assumed that this place is Edinburgh, and I'm saying, is it possible? Edinburgh.
There's not an extra vowel in there. It's just URGH.
Not that you've seen.
Do you think it's the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Maybe
Yes.
it was at one time.
Leo is hanging out, drawing pictures, being all cute, kind of keeps showing up, being around. He starts popping through windows and stuff, and they're like, what's up with this kid? They really want to give him the opportunity to be an artist, and when Leo
Leo's
God,
finds
it's just 2 syllables.
when he finds out that Tracy is friends with the world's
Emma.
great art historian, he's like, "Hey, can I pitch you a clack idea? Can I pitch you an idea? You come here, we do a whole thing. I'll be in it, and then we're gonna take the storm by rage, basically."
Take that storm by rage.
And so they do the video, and thank God. Can I just say this? Emma shows up, and thank God Avery flew over too.
She didn't have to.
She didn't have to do that. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Probably should not have.
Probably shouldn't have done that, huh?
No, probably shouldn't.
But she did it. The FOMO is real. And so, anyway, basically what ends up happening here is Leo apparently doesn't have anyone that cares for him. He sleeps in the school.
People care about him. I want to be clear.
That's not what I'm told. There's a headmaster. His name is Papa Ding Dong, and his whole thing, Paparango, is like, hey.
Did you hear how he said Leo? He can't handle Papadopoulos.
So Pomps and Circumstance is like, hey,
you
guys,
don't get him at his
you
Leo
have
if
you
can't
have
handle him at his
Leo.
Papadopoulos.
you can't just be giving him things. You can't just do whatever you want to. He doesn't have anyone that likes him. So just back off, okay? And they're like, whoa, Pappy, you need to relax. Also, he has an uncle who he hasn't seen in a long time, and so he sends him lots of pictures. Apparently has some memory loss.
Yeah.
Going
Yes,
through
he's in a
memory
memory care unit.
Memory care
Yes.
unit. And so they try to bring him to see him, and they go, and he does remember him, and that's very nice. But that's not enough for Tracy and Nick. But can't stop there. So they
Got to
want
take him as far away from that guy as possible.
their whole thing is Leon.
Good God.
Their whole thing is Laren needs opportunity for art, and so they go to Paparango, and they're like, "Hey guy, hey guy,
Okay, good.
hey guy." Is that where we're going today?
I'm diving in. Nope.
Hey guy, Leo likes art, and Paparango is like, art.
Art
And
doesn't
then they
make
say,
money.
No.
The art doesn't make money. Art's not real, basically, is his whole thesis.
Wait
and
till
they
you
say,
hear Allison Sweeney tear up.
have you seen a movie?
How was your weekend, Mr. P?
Have you ever looked at a wall? Have you seen your tie? Have you walked around Greece? And he's
Grease
like,
lightning, go, grease lightning.
I get it now. Art is all around us.
It's like it's life.
And so Tracy and Nick find out from Avery about this Leo about this hotshot art school in
Boston.
New York City,
I'm walking here.
which works out well because they
Oh
they
my
live
They're
God.
New Yorkers.
New Yorkers.
Okay, I'm walking here. Huh?
Give me a
Get it.
slice.
And so they decide, hey, we're going to take you to New York.
If you can
Now-
make it there.
You can make it anywhere.
While all that's going on, you might be wondering, guys, where's the veil? Where is it? Well, the good news is, guys, it's in Greece. They decided to take the veil with them on location.
Yeah, they did.
For a reason.
Do we know it? The
I
sister.
was told.
It was going to be the sister.
Yeah, they were bringing it to Greece so that on their way back to New York, they could just do a hop, skip, jump to Spain
Yep.
and give it to Victor's
Yep.
sister.
Their
Yeah.
distrust of the Postal Service is unlike
Hand-delivered.
anything.
Anyway, the veil constantly is like going missing, and there's another. There's a guy. His mom is there. There's a couple of workers.
Calling his grandmother.
Long story short, the veil does its job, and the nice worker lady and the cute boy, they end up falling in love, and of course that means that Tracy, Avery, and Emma have to go to the wedding.
Of course.
So they show up, they go to the wedding. Lauren calls Tracy mom, and she's like, he does that sometimes. And they're all happy, and they're like, the wedding veil's doing its job. And then they go shopping, and they come across a necklace. And Stashy McStasherton says, what if I told you that this necklace has a little lore around it? You want to hear it? And they say, setting up the wedding necklace trilogy series? Who can tell? And that, my friends, was the Wedding Veil Journey.
No colons. We did it.
No colons to be found. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to break this movie down here on Deck the Hallmark.
I feel like we don't really need to do anything else. Like, I feel like that was all we needed.
No, I think we do. I think we
We could
do,
just
'cause
Merry Christmas it right on out of here.
Well, no, here's the thing. We have 4 segments.
Oh, we do.
We have
Still?
a Dairy Queen update. We got a
Dairy
lot
Queen-
that we have
a
to
lot
get
we
to
gotta
today.
get to.
Double
That's
decker of the
fair, that's
week.
fair, that's fair, that's
This
fair.
is not just a throwaway episode, Dano.
No, of course it isn't. The 6th wedding veil, that's when people really tune in.
That's exactly right. Because this is art.
This is art. It is. Technically, it is art.
It is art.
You tell that to Parmenagar.
I didn't believe in art until I discovered this.
That's exactly right.
You've successfully said Parmnagger 3 times. You can't say Papadopoulos once.
I'm saying his name the way it is in the movie.
Okay, got it.
Let's start with a hot take. Let's start with Brian. Brian, first give us an update on Dairy Queen, because I was reading Dairy Queen
Yeah.
Digest, and there was no update. And so
Right.
I'm concerned in the lack of a Dairy Queen update, but then also what do you think about this movie?
Sadly, there has been a lull in the Dairy Queen intake. Yeah, it's been slow going, but for good reason, because, and this does lead into my hot take, which I do need to cede a little bit of time of it to Erin over here, producer Erin, because she, for some reason, and I'm getting this right, and she has a literal hot take
Easy
in her.
for you to say.
A literal hot take in her hands here that I'd like
Guys,
to deliver
again,
to the set.
What are we doing? What are we
so
doing?
we need, if you want to join
Oh my
Philo,
gosh.
you will see in front of us.
Is this a heart-shaped deep dish pizza?
This is a heart-shaped deep dish pizza from Chicago.
From Chicago?
And so you guys
What do you mean from Chicago?
it couldn't be done, and it is done, and it is in front of us right
It
now.
couldn't be done, and it is done?
It is done. We do
I
have...
don't think anyone said it couldn't be done, but I'm
I
so
think you
glad that
said
it's here.
they don't make heart-shaped
It
deep
couldn't
dish.
be.
My problem was the cheese and no sauce on top.
The problem wasn't the shape, Brian. No one was saying you can't
all
make
right.
a
Aaron,
heart-shaped
get rid of this.
pizza.
No, where is it from? What place
What
in
is it-
Chicago?
what is
is
this
it
called?
Lou Malnati's?
Yeah.
It's from Lou Malnati's.
Yeah, I want some right now.
Yeah,
is it
absolutely.
still warm?
I
Wait,
got
wait,
my-
it actually is from Chicago?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a
Bring it.
How did you?
Lou Malnati's.
not feel that bad.
How
but
did it
it's got
come here?
some
No,
weight
I've
to
seen.
it.
Yeah, I know the weight.
So
gain
we
there.
got. It came straight from Chicago, so you can get this delivered here. We do trust the man.
What do you mean you can get it delivered here?
Gold Belly, and then you make it when you get here. That's goldbelly.com.
What's Goldbelly? Dog?
Is that what it is? Is that how you got it?
It is tasteofchicago.com.
Taste of Chicago.
Tasteofchicago.com. Wow. Okay. Beautiful.
Wow, look at
Beautiful.
this.
Really good.
The
doesn't
Lou
it?
Malnati's is great Chicago deep dish.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Brian.
And
you're
I
gonna-
said we should end the episode already. That's on me.
Can you imagine if we?
Dude, if I didn't get to eat
imagine?
any deep dish pizza,
And I said no colons. And here we are.
God, I wish my piece was bigger. Good God.
Well, you got to try it first. I didn't get any plates, Brand.
I will. While you give your hot take, I will eat a slice.
Absolutely.
Is it just a cheese pizza?
This is just the cheese pizza, which the cheese pretty good. Guys, come on, guys, give me a break. We could have gotten I forget what it was, another filling. I think.
Yeah,
I don't know if we could have or not, but we did go with cheese. Okay, we went.
Veggie option.
That's what it was. We didn't think that veggie would go over very well, but obviously cheese is not going over very well, so we might as well have gone veggie. So I do have a hot take. So I don't have a lot of notes in this movie, and I think it's because Vixter, when he spoke sternly to Mr. Papadopoulos, I immediately put my phone down and sat quietly for the rest of the movie because he scared me into shape. And that part that threw me off when he did that, and I did not expect that coming out in this movie, but I like that a lot. And with only 84 minutes, you do have to skip past some details that could matter, like how Emma could just shoot over to an island in Greece really quick.
Yeah, why they have the veil, how they got to kill him so quickly,
Right.
so many things.
Right, and getting the getting the kid over to New York. They were literally leaving the hotel, the inn, and Papadopoulos was like, "Hey, by the way, don't forget him." And so there's just a lot of stuff there where I was just kind of like, huh. So just suspending all my disbelief there still. But I guess overall with this one, it was like, heck yeah for art, in your face non-arters. Heck yeah for doing stuff for the kids.
Non-artists, right?
Yeah, no, arters.
Yep.
Okay. And I guess they're going to have to... A big question that I was like looming at the end, I'm like, they went there to straighten out their lives, to realign and get priorities straight and connect again. And now they're going to throw a kid in the mix, which if anybody can do it, it's probably these two. But him just switching to chef probably at the restaurant and giving up the business management side of it doesn't feel like it's enough to correct the issue, especially throwing a kid into the situation.
Anytime a hot take sounds like a what the Hallmark, the movie's bad.
So,
and that is what Brian's trying to say.
I mean, I love Vixter. Alison Sweeney was great. Grease was awesome. It was really cool. So, but,
Yep.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Can I just really, so the Taste of Chicago, when you buy a pizza, did you have to put in a request for it to be hard, or is that an option,
No.
standalone option?
To make it hard?
Yes.
No, heart.
Did we?
Heart.
Heart. Oh, I thought you meant heart.
No,
No,
heart.
you select the shape.
Did you select the shape?
Yeah, you can get a regular round.
That is shocking.
So I've gotten a Lou Malnati's pizza delivered, and it's been good. This one,
Not as good. Delivered to your here, like mail order.
yes, mail
Okay,
order.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
So maybe the shape throws a little wrench in there.
This one was
could be the
something.
shape.
Okay.
It's also been sitting in a cooler for
Could
an
be
hour.
that.
There it is. So we're all going to get sick. Perfect. Go ahead,
No,
Brand.
it's been fine.
Oh, no, I heated it up this morning.
It was heated and loved. So yeah, whatever, man. It is what it is. This is happening, and so let's try to find some good in it. One,
You talking about
talking
the
the
pizza?
pizza or the?
both and though.
Yeah.
Ron Oliver directs the heck out of
Yeah.
Grease. I'll say that.
Yep.
I love it. Thank you for the commercial on Grease, because I've always been like, Grease is cool, I guess, but it's never like been a place that I'm like dying to go to. But yeah, really cool. Now it's creeping on up the list, right underneath Toledo, I believe.
You would.
Yeah, so that was really good. I do love the Vixter. I do think that these two characters, like of the couples, I like the most, as far as like, just being on screen and hearing them say things to each other. This is a lot of nothing happens, unfortunately, and I don't like that. But yeah, it's fine. But I will just say I hope that we. And I just want anything else at this point. And so I hope that next year in January. And I know there's a lot of people that love these movies, and so I'm just one Hallmark fan. But I personally don't want to do this again. Mm-hmm. Figure something else out. Like, I like the idea of 3 stars doing a thing. Like, I'm fine with the general idea of this. I care so little about the veil. So you're already like, I'm already having to work my way up from not caring about the general premise of the film. So that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, overall, not for me. It's a not for me.
Yeah, so I am a bit of a completionist. Like when I start something, if there's sequels, I feel as though I have to watch them. And there's that feeling when you watch something you really like, and then there's 2 or 3 sequels, and the third sequel is terrible, and you're like, I just want this to be done so I don't have to watch anymore. Imagine that feeling, but when the original thing is also an unmitigated disaster. That is how I felt about the 6th Wedding Veil movie. Allison Sweeney and Victor Webster are more than capable, and they are my favorite couple of the 3. But I just desperately wanted it to be over so badly. The 5th one, with Carlo Marx, Casey Roll doing the most work, is the best one. Since we're not going to have a ranking show with all 6 of these, sadly enough, I think the Lacey Chabert, Kevin McGarry movies are the bottom 2 for me. And then the first Italy movie is in the bottom 3. And then probably the first, then this one would be the 4th worst. And then the one this week, or then the first Sweeney Victor Webster would be 5th. And then the last Italy Autumn Reeser one would be the best one. But that is doing a lot of work for you guys. They all are really tied for last. I just can't do another one. I can't do it. I'll turn in my skip, I think, at that point. I will finally utilize my skip if there are any more Wedding Veil movies. Everyone involved is more than capable. Greece does look wonderful, just like Italy did. I'm sorry. I just have lost the ability to care at all about these movies, and it's frustrating. Like, I brought the veil along. I'm going to hang it up in the closet. Why? I just can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I tried. I'm done. We're all done. Give me a pen. I'm signing. You're signing. We're all signing. Done.
Yeah, yes, sure. I think the tough thing about the skip, Dan, is if they're gonna do another one of these, they're gonna do another 3 of these. That's where it gets tough. Like you skip one, you still have 2, and at that point, I might as well hold on to my skip.
Yep.
Or all 3.
Yeah.
I feel like if they did 3, I would skip the last one.
The last one. So you do the first 2, and then interesting.
You won't know how the whole thing ends then.
Yeah. I feel like I do know
but
that
as
now.
somebody who says that the Lacey McGarry movies are your least favorite, that's
You're right.
the one
Maybe
that
I skip that one.
with.
Maybe I skip that one. But they're due. Because in the first 3, the Sweeney Webster one was the best one, and then the next 3, the Autumn Reeser one was the best one. So in the third 3, it would stand to reason that the Lacey McGarry ones are the best, because it's not that that those 2 are the worst because of the presence of those 2 actors. They're both good actors. The movies just sit around and do nothing. The stakes,
exhibit.
The lowest stake of any of these movies is the second.
I don't think it's fair to say that the first one is bottom 2.
Oh, I think
because there's at least you get origin there, right?
Yeah.
That's what if I were doing it,
Yeah.
I would do the bottom is
4.
This year's
number 4.
And then Palo Palo and the Veil.
So
for
2,
me.
4, then 2.
And then I would probably the same order the rest of the way through.
Then 1. So
put 1 and then the rest.
4, 1, 2. You have 4, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I think that matters though.
I don't, because I think Italy is better
Palo and the Veil
than anything, but it's bad too. 4, 1, and 2 are the 3 worst in any order you'd like to put them. I can't have any argument on that though, right?
I like the Boston ones the most. They were the most entertaining to me.
There you go.
I had the
Guys,
most
there's something here for everybody.
And
There's
the
something
Italy
here
one
for
will
everybody.
always be leagues below everything for me.
Leagues below.
There's something here for everybody. That's the beauty of it.
That is the beauty.
That's the beauty of
That's
it.
why it's so beautiful.
Speaking of the beauty, let's talk about feels. Did anything in this movie give us feels? And I'll start with you, Brian.
Sure. When Leo walked into Leo. Did we land on Lair? Lair? Leroy. So when Leo walks into his uncle's room and the pictures are all up, that's the feels moment. In this
Yes, for sure.
But I had another one, and I was telling Aaron before we started that
I did think that Laren was good.
Laren
was a good face actor.
Mm-hmm.
Face reactor
That kid's
actor.
eyes, man.
Tells a story.
Those
Tells a
kids'
story.
eyes.
Cute kid.
So this one, I dug deep for this. Upon reflection, this showed its face, and you might as well just step outside for a minute. I think maybe unintentionally, this film had a theme of regret running through it.
Oh, look at this guy.
And how
wow.
You do not want to live with regret. And so in situations where there's a choice, you make the choice to progress and move forward and do the thing versus not. So like, for example, their honeymoon, 3 years, they didn't go on the honeymoon. They could have said, forget it, scrap the honeymoon, we'll take a trip whenever. But they didn't. They chose to do it 3 years late. And so there won't be that regret down the road that we never took the honeymoon. Then when they get there, they could have not gone on the boat. They could have chose to go back to the airport, go somewhere else, do something else. They didn't. They went with it. They leaned into the thing with Leo. They could have said, oh, cute kid, we're just on vacation. We're not going to...
Even Leo.
Larynx, all the Leos. And they just kept doing these things that years down the road, they might look back and regret not doing the thing, making the choice to do something. Even with the cooking the food. He could have not cooked the food to fix the
So... I look, that's beautiful. It's incredibly well said and articulated, but you are doing 95% of the legwork here, right? Like, that's like when my kid draws 2 stick figures and I'm like, I can see the whole story. I can see it all. I can see a broken past.
That's right.
I can see a redemption. I can see,
I see the conflict, the resolution.
I'm really doing all of that because of my adoration for my children. You are doing this for the 6th Wedding Veil movie.
There's a story, there's a message, there's a theme, and that's what I kind of like.
Somebody in the chat says, what is Brian even talking about?
Who is it? Beth Kit? Come
on. Has never been more right.
Brian, let me ask you this. Do you find yourself seeing yourself in movies?
I see I see things in characters that I wish I had and I wish I could be, So I put myself and I go like, how would I handle this situation?
I can see that in you and with you. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that you slamming me? Are you
No. It's all above board there.
Yeah, all above board.
So that's
all good.
That's cool. So that's where I landed on the feels.
I thought this movie was a picture of the political hierarchy of France in the 1600s.
I was going to say
and
that, but I
thought
didn't want to
everyone
start.
saw that, and I can't believe we didn't all just start with that immediately. I can't believe we just saved it, but
and
if
I
you
was
didn't
gonna
see
say that too. As a big history boy, that was crystal clear.
Everyone's favorite history podcast.
I would just say Grease feels. I'll go there one day, Dan. Let's take a quick break.
The kid going to see his uncle and all the pictures being on the wall is a legitimately great moment in any movie. It doesn't really matter the movie. That's a great moment. And it was done really well. And I didn't even see it coming. I thought it was really good. It's a really sweet moment. Yeah. Really good.
Marmot.
Laring into the moment.
Laring in the mermit.
Laring in the mermit. So I'm live.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. So good.
Phenomenal. Hey, let's take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll break this movie down with 2 more segments on the other side of the break here on Take the Hallmark. Yeah, I can see that.
Sure did.
Oh, wow. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh,
don't mind us. We were just talking about current events.
Yeah.
We are here talking about Wedding Veil Journey. Wedding Veil 6, Wedding Veil let's do the wait what's. What in this movie made you go wait what? And I'll start with you, Brian.
Sure. They brought a veil on their honeymoon.
Yep. There's that one. That's a big one.
The biggest one to me. When I realized when she started hanging it up in the closet, I'm like, come on. So,
no way.
No way. That's just, we're off on that
no way.
The journey. That's why they call it the journey. When Tessa...
you had that whole background about how regret and everything, and you didn't know why it was called the journey?
Well, there's no colon, so...
That's right. The colon, yep.
When Tessa tastes the Stefano, she tastes it off the spoon she's stirring with. And that's just, no, you can't. She's stirring the whole pot for everybody, and then she just...
Don't you see that all the time in Italian kitchens, though? They
usually have a spoon.
A little spoon on the side?
Okay, they're serving to my thought was later, I was like, man, if Nick saw that, the talking to she would have gotten on that scenario.
Stern talking to.
Very stern.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Was that a queen bed in the honeymoon suite?
Yeah, queen bed in the honeymoon suite.
I am no bed snob like some of us on this panel.
Yeah, like Brian.
But, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, a queen bed.
Well, the best is that she always wakes up and he's gone. Like she feels. I'm like, if you're on a queen size bed, and Victor Webster's 6'3", 6'4", dude's a big dude.
Victor Webster wouldn't be caught dead in a queen bed.
If you're on a queen size inner spring mattress. If Vic's up, you know it. You know that he's awake and out of bed. He didn't surprise anybody there.
Yeah. He was probably sleeping on the floor anyway, so he was not in that same bed. And if, Mr. Papadopoulos here would just close his office door once in a while, we could avoid a lot of these situations.
That's a big one. You got two of my big ones. The bringing the veil and not ever closing the door for serious conversations.
And he yells at Leo over there for listening.
God, how dare you walk by my office with an open door? Gee.
That's all for me.
Yeah, I have a couple. I understand the general frustration, I think, with, hey, we're going on our honeymoon, don't work. Oh my gosh, you're cooking. How dare you? My problem with I understand, hey, we said no. I understand waking up, not knowing where your spouse is and being upset. But if you know that, he's not working. He's not working.
No, he's just doing it. He's not working. He loves to cook.
He's doing that. It would be the equivalent of me going on vacation and not being allowed to talk. I talk for a living, but I can't talk. Heck, I watched Hallmark Christmas movies during my anniversary trip this year. I love them. Mm-hmm. It's not when it's Christmas time.
You did work though on your vacation when you were in Mexico. You called in.
You
to
did.
Us.
That's true.
That was technically work.
We're not talking about that?
Yeah, sure. I don't know, but it's just, I just feel like there is, there's just a difference with that, with cooking. He's not doing the business side of his job. He's doing something that he enjoys that helps him relax. Yeah. He enjoys that part of it. So if all the food is disgusting at this resort and the guy wakes up in the middle of the night and has the hankering to cook, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad.
They try to answer you with Allison Sweeney one line saying, I know I'm the bad guy in this situation, but you're not wrong. Yeah. You're still not wrong.
Yeah. I have a couple more. They walk into the room at some point, and it was towards the end. No, it was towards the middle. They walk in, they're having a good time. Somehow she's taller than him. And I know it's probably just me that was bothered by it. I'm sure
she's standing on something.
On something. What is she standing on? Is she standing on her bed? Because I find that a little bit icky. And why? Why'd she get up? Why'd she walk into the room and immediately get on some sort of platform for kissy time? Just me? That was only me that was taken aback by that?
I think that was only you.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know I have a problem. Things that bother me are fine for most people. And last but not least, Avery is hey, I've got good news. We found a school in New York for Lawrence. The problem is the amount of money it's going to cost. And she says, how much is it going to cost? And she says, it's a number I'm not even comfortable saying. And I just got to say this. If it's a number that Avery isn't comfortable saying, that number must be astro-freaking-nomical.
They own
more
a castle.
Money than God.
That's right.
This woman out of nowhere flies to Greece so she doesn't have FOMO. The day of,
That's
she's
right.
she shows it to the airport and just goes, one ticket to Greece, please. Just charge it. I'm sure she doesn't even know how much it costs.
She doesn't know the number.
So amount of money that it would cost for her to be I don't even feel good saying this number. It must be hey, also the purchase price of the world. I don't know. Yes. It must be a crazy amount of money. Dana?
Yeah. So the beginning of this movie is a montage of the Victor and Allison Sweeney communicating through Post-it notes. And these Post-it notes are a lot of different animals, like dog, cat, whatever. And it starts off really cute. Do you want to eat dinner tonight? And then it becomes something serious. It becomes we're never around together, but still on the cute Post-it notes. Yep. And I found that very weird. If you do this hey, I love you, want to eat dinner thing, That's a fun little, we could text, we're doing this. But once we get to the point where neither side can actually see each other for a day, can we get rid of the Post-it notes and text or phone call? Maybe. Like, I don't think I would, after the second or third time my wife didn't have time to eat with me, I wouldn't be going back to the cute cat Post-it note to find a place to hide it. And maybe she's not eating with you because you hid it in the middle of her book she didn't read for 2 days. Maybe it's that. It just isn't an efficient, good form of communication. Maybe that's the breakdown, is it's all Post-it notes, and that's the problem. How is this resort making any money? They've given the room away from free. The food stinks. They don't have any sort of advertising anywhere. They're switching rooms in the middle of the, like.
I thought they were just getting going. Like they're not just opening.
It's just real bad.
Yeah, that's why they're sending people to other hotels to whisper about this resort to people.
That's right.
I get turned away. Hey, I know.
Hey, I got a boat.
I got a place under the radar.
We're from New York.
Listen. I will say this: Allison Sweeney's character thinking that if something works for the 6th time, then it's magical, is just absurd. So you mean to tell me the first five either are good enough for you or not? What is it on the 6th time? Who is I have a 6th time and it works.
6th is the magical number.
It. Like the first 5, like that's all coincidence. Like 5 straight times. If it's 6, like even like Gideon in the Bible, I think was 2. Like you either get it early or you're just like, this is a thing that's BS. You can't be like, you know what? I don't believe in magic or veils making people fall in love unless it were to happen like 6 times. Like
more than one hand worth.
2 trilogies full. Then it would be, I would have to, 10. My number's 11. I need 11 of these.
Multiple continents.
And on the 12th one, then I'll buy in. It can't be coincidence. 12 times.
If it's more than 3, why stop at 6? Just keep going.
At one point, Victor Webster does look at Allison Sweeney and say, isn't it weird to buy a kid you don't know a gift? Yes. Always. Always and forever. It doesn't make it necessarily not thoughtful or not sincere, but yes, always weird. Always weird. We needed to have that conversation. No one even answered the question. Vic's just throwing it out there to cover his bases. Somebody needs to say this. I guess it's going to be me. They have a phone call, the 3 of them, Avery and Emma and the other one. And in that phone call, Lacey and Autumn look at Allison Sweeney and go, you need to communicate and find time to make with your husband. Make that time with your husband. That's important. It's important. And you know how I know that's important to those 2 ladies? Is because they crash her honeymoon. No. You just gave her the advice. You guys don't ever get to spend time together. And then they crash it anyway so she can make that clack video right away, I guess, is what the reasoning is. Terrible friends. The worst of friends. And then lastly, all 3 of them, when they're there and looking at the Parthenon, they walk up the steps and they look and the sun is in their eyes and they all take their sunglasses off as the sun is right in their eyes. Like they all take their sunglasses off and like Autumn Reeser's like trying to, like, that's the purpose of sunglasses. You can see the Parthenon just as good with your glasses on as you can with them off. Didn't understand that at all. That's all I got.
It's time for What the Hallmark. It's where we talk about any questions that we still have that we would like some answers to. And I will start with you, Brian.
My big question was Colin's grandmother there. What is her deal? Like, she seems to have a backstory that we don't get to hear anything about. And I would love to learn more about where she got those letters.
She's got those letters, though.
All that.
She has them.
She's got them. She got
Trust
the letters.
Me. Yeah.
So that was I was just like, wait,
what's her deal?
Hallmark? Yeah. What's her deal?
It's a good one, as always.
So, I know that when
I don't have any regrets, Dan.
I know that these folks like doing these movies because they get to go somewhere and they also get like a vacation out of the job. I
don't know. I think they're working the whole time.
Yeah, Come on.
Well, I just want to say there is a shot of Victor Mr. Webster out in a body of water with his shirt off by a rock that I'm not convinced was authorized. I think my guy Ron was sitting around and he sees Victor just enjoying his day off out by a rock somewhere and goes, "Give me the camera! Get it!" Because it was such a random, quick shot that came out of nowhere that I just think maybe was a standard. I'm having a good day on my vacation, but I don't know. I just thought it was very funny. I just want to know, was it? Was it? That's all. Yeah. Dan?
I am going to go to the same well I went to last week and tell you that I cannot be more impressed with the social media app Clack. This is a social media platform that is for instructional and tutorial and historic teaching videos. And there is an orphan in Greece with no art supplies to his name that is on Clack regularly. So you did it, Clack, because he knows Autumn Reeser. He's well-versed in her fame.
He didn't even get like a good look at her on the screen. Like sees her in passing.
He just notices her and goes, "Oh yeah, that's from Clack."
Is that the world's great art historian?
That's her. She's I'm like, of course I'm on Clack. I'm no dummy. Yeah. Like Clack has done it. They have found a to climb the social media mountain and plant their flag at the top of it.
Well, all 8-year-olds, 9-year, however old
that's
he
right.
is, that like art also freaking eat up art history.
Yeah, especially with the phones and devices they don't have.
That's true, yeah. Yep.
Clack did it.
We did everybody. Wedding Veil. In and out. Yeah. Quick.
6 quick episodes.
Hey,
just
guys,
like that.
Good news. We got Panda back on the horn.
Yeah, we did.
It is time for the next double-decker of the week.
Let's
Panda,
switch seats real quick.
Sure.
Go for it.
and a whole vibe. Yes, double-decker of the week. Let's go. Double-decker of the week. Whoa, guys, you shouldn't have said that. Whoa, man. We are here. We're family, and it's time for a double-decker of the week.
Yes, it is.
Somebody out there has signed up for Rainbow Jam Plus. And they said to themselves, I'm doing this because one day Panda's going to tell my story.
Tell your story.
And today is that day for
Cynthia Wolf.
Cynthia Wolf.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, Cynthia. We're going to tell your story today. Yeah, wait. We're going to take the Hallmark. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Panda, can you tell us about the wolf?
Oh, man, I would love to tell you about the wolf. The wolf knows no bounds. I will say that. And just absolutely crushing the art scene right now.
Ooh.
With a new display that is just moving and thought-provoking.
Okay.
And it's simply called Bread in Captivity.
Bread in captivity.
Yep.
Well, there's not a great version of this.
One of them is a loaf of bread,
and the other one is you were born in captivity.
Which is not it. It is in fact bread.
Yeah, a loaf of bread that's been in a jail cell.
Yes. But it speaks, I think, on multiple levels, Dan?
Is it a full, is it a gallery with a bunch of different versions?
Yes,
or is it just one piece?
There's no. She covers all the bread.
Every type of bread.
Every loaf of bread imaginable.
Wow.
Sourdough, pumpernickel, rye.
Like, can you give me some names of some of these? Like unleavened and Leavenworth or something dumb like that?
Yeah, that's one of them. Rye in Rysdale.
That's good.
Hey guys,
I
went to see this.
No, you didn't.
Brought my tape recorder,
As you do.
and I have a clip. All right, guys, I'm here in a gallery, and I'm just going to kind of get some people's first impressions of when they look at Bread in Captivity. Wait, what's your name?
Joe.
Joe, are you looking at this?
Yeah, I am. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think I understand.
All right, hold on. Who are you?
Hey, my name's Chick.
Chick?
You got it.
What do you think it is fun?
I was under the impression I was going to get to eat the bread.
No.
So I came hungry for carbs. I've been on a carb fast for 7 days because I knew the bread thing was coming up. And I thought, we'll show up and we'll all have as much bread as we can stuff down our gullets. And I come in here and I'm looking at rice and the sourdough.
Is this Dateline? Is this Dateline? Hey, I'm Tick's wife. Is this Dateline?
Hey, honey.
Can I just say this?
Listen, I'm just trying to tell them how much I want to.
My neighbor, I think, did the killing. That's all we had. The museum kicked us out.
Thank you, Trace. That was quite something. Red captivity.
Thank you so much for doing that. Who was it?
Cynthia.
Yeah. Fantastic work, Cynthia.
Knows no bounds.
Knows no bounds. That's exactly right. Back to you in the studio. Oh, wow.
Man,
that was
boy,
good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Very topical.
Good job, Panda.
We just like we planned.
Yep.
Guys, we're going to be back tomorrow with the next episode of The Way Home, which is very exciting. It's episode 2. Brian, you're really missing out. Wink Goes to Heart Thursday, and maybe a fun little interview on Friday. Maybe in Edinburgh or something similar. Until then, may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.